Hello guys and welcome to game 3 from the Bagger Holding Store Championship. Today we have Calvin on the left playing Bara and Fealty against Dave on the right playing Tyrell, Banner of the Wolf. So these two are both currently undefeated, so whoever wins this is going on into the final. Just going through the setup. So if you have missed any of the other games, there is a playlist. This should be part of that playlist, so just click on there and you'll see all the other grounds of Swiss. So we have Fast Eddie and Bron with a Rose Garden up against Sebastian Selmy and a Dragonstone Faithful. So not probably the greatest best start there from Calvin. Only 2 cards. Slightly better start from Dave. You always like seeing Fast Eddie quite early. And in case you're wondering, he's called Fast Eddie because every time he gains a renown, he gets to give a power to another person in the winning side of the challenge. So we have a Noble Cause into Summer Harvest. So Summer Harvest is going to gain 7 gold. It gains 2 more than the printer cost of the plot opposite, and Noble Cause reduces the First Lord or Lady by 2. So are we going to see Mel, or are we going to see Big Bob? Maybe Stannis. So Dave has chosen himself to go first. So he plays another Rose Garden. So that's going to reduce the first Tyrell card by 2 now, 1 for each. Well, not the first one, the card of his choosing. Because I do love Calvin's power tokens here. So he's got 15 power tokens done by Token Manic in Germany. And each of them has a different night sigil from the series. Nice way of being able to have 15 themed tokens. Wish I'd done that. Instead I just bought 8 different sets of tokens, but that's another story. In fact, I own 10 sets of tokens now. I like gimmicky things. House cards and tokens in particular. So Dave here just making up his mind. Also guys, we're looking for other type of content. As I do the commentary for this, the first video in the new series called Deck Talk has just come out, where I get a member of the community to come on and we talk about their deck in one video, and then afterwards we jump onto Octagon and play a game so you can see the deck in action. The first one is a fantastic deck named the Half Man and the Half Hand, which is a Night's Watch Banner of the Lion deck. So yeah, please check that out. It should hopefully be a weekly series. Come back every Monday. Might be a couple of weeks here and there. Anyway, back to the action. We've just missed a garden caretaker coming out, bringing in a House Flora Knight who discarded the Dragonstone Faithful. So we've got a bit of a choke coming on here, and we also have Fast Eddie. We've been given a bodyguard and a crown of roses. For some reason, Dave decided not to use his reducing locations there. Not 100% sure why. Just cost himself 2 gold. So what can Calvin bring in to counter this? Because without that Dragonstone Faithful, he does leave himself open to military. Obviously, he can always defend with Selmy, and if he loses, Selmy can stand to save as long as he gets the Lord and Lady out. So Lord or Lady out. What's Calvin going to do? Dave just realised he forgot to use his reducing locations. I'm not sure the 2 gold would have made a massive difference at this point, but you never know. I don't know if Dave is running put to the sword. I did play Dave in the first round, and it was my only loss on the day. Got roundly thrashed by him. He had the Stark Karen Hall out from turn 1, and that really crippled me. Just crippled my board. So I think he had the Arbor out, so my choke with my Greyjoy Winter just never quite hit. Worked in every other game of the day, so not the first one. So we have a Lord and Lady coming out. Now we have Littlefinger. And Calvin is looking for cards here. Potentially not very happy with his starting hand. We have a loyal character coming out with the house card out. We have Moon Boy, one of my personal favourite characters. And can Calvin do anything with the one last gold? So he's thinking, I'm wondering he's trying to decide between getting some Econ out or Milk. And we're going a Milk on Fast Eddie. So obviously Milk blanks his text box, except for traits. So he no longer has Renown and can no longer give Renown to other characters, really slowing the game down.
I don't like that Milk though. Change my plan slightly. So he stands the same, doesn't he? I always have to remember that because it's kind of weird.
Dave there just double checking that obviously Selmy stands to save, so doing the military probably is quite pointless now because Calvin will just choose to save Littlefinger and stand him. Well, we could be having it anyway. So we have an intrigue coming in from the House Flora Knight. That'd be an intrigue of 3. So Calvin can fully block with Littlefinger. He has got a big hand though, so I dare say he's probably going to discard anyway. So he might just let it go through. There's no goals, you don't have to worry about Tears of Lease. But he's going to fully oppose, so he clearly likes something in his hand. So Dave there passes challenges, realising that pretty much anything he does now is just going to come back at him. So we have a military coming in from Sir Barristan Selmy. Probably hoping to get Fast Eddie to defend, because he can fully defend this. And then Moon Boy can come in and win the power, potentially drawing another card. I don't know actually, because his hand is pretty full. He only played 3 cards out, and he had 11, so potentially discarding 2 cards. The military's going unopposed. Okay. So we have Renowned, and we have the unopposed power, putting Calvin onto 2. Calvin then passes, and Dave gets Dom. So we are on 2-1 after the first round. Fairly even board states, although obviously Dave's superior economy at this point could be an issue for Calvin. So Dave's choosing his plots. Calvin said he didn't see it. It looks like it's confiscation to get rid of the milk. And into Time of Plenty, so Calvin is really digging here for cards. Dave's choice on who goes first.
I think I go second this time.
So Dave has chosen to go second this time.
Yeah, let's get rid of that. No.
So the milk is taken from confiscation. So an interesting one that Dave chose to go first, because I always think when Selmy's on the board that can be a mistake because you're just giving him the opportunity to do any power to kneel. So barring a Nightmares or a Treachery, which obviously Dave can't have Treachery, that just to me leads to Selmy being even better. I don't know people's logic there. So Calvin finally sees some econ with a Rose Road. He obviously did get +1 gold because of Littlefinger. Calvin's having a little bit of a think. It should also be pointed out, I believe, so this is actually, they didn't know at the time, this is actually for the buy as well, because Brian Wood won the other game of undefeated players, and he's already had a regional buy, so whoever gets this gets the buy. So there's actually quite a lot to play for in this game.
Right, so I'll kneel house guard. Yeah.
So Fealty is knelt, and Stannis enters the fray. And he gets a bodyguard. And 1 gold left. This is where a what's the one? Consolation of Power could be quite useful. Nil Bran and the Knight. Obviously, Bran obviously could be discarded to stop that. You still kind of get rid of Bran that way. So Dave gets his 4 gold. Hopefully, you remember his Rose Gardens this time. And with that, I think you could say Calvin here does seem to have the superior board at this point. Davis remembers Econ and gets out the Arbor. And 2 more are spelt for Renly's Pavilion. So that's an interesting turn. You could say Dave's left himself a little bit open from a board state point of view, but the econ he's going to get from the Arbor could definitely make that worthwhile. So the military coming in of 6. Oh, for some reason I thought it was only strength 5. Yeah, that is 6, isn't it? So it has to be a big old defend here to stop this. And with Stannis out, that's probably one of the last things you want to be doing. Yeah, so Selmy is strength 6. For some reason I had him in my head strength 5 at the end of the game, but no, he's strength 6. So unless Dave wants to defend here with both characters, that military's getting through.
And I'll use disability.
Okay, so Dave is going to defend with Fast Eddie, and he's going to discard a card to give Eddie +2 strength. Now, he didn't actually need to do that. He could have done that with Renly's Pavilion and saved the card. So interesting he chose to go all in like that. And Calvin's pointing out, why didn't you use Renly's Pavilion? So Calvin there passes, and we have an injury coming in from the House Flora Knight. So this actually might be what he was saving the Renly's Pavilion for, because now Calvin, if Calvin defends with, yeah, I was about to say defends with Littlefinger.
Down to 3, up to 2.
Oh, interesting. So he's chosen to up the strength of Bran and lower the strength of Littlefinger. So potentially there's a power challenge coming in here as well. Infantry claim we have Bob is taken, so that is not what Calvin wanted to see. So yes, now now Dave can do a power challenger Bran if he wanted to. He's strength 2. If Calvin defends with the Moon Boy, he'll lose, have to discard a card, or he defends with Stannis. At which point Stannis is knelt, and then all 3 of the big characters are knelt. Now it's not the end of the world because you always just keep sell me knelt. And that doesn't trigger his ability, which I think is what Calvin is thinking here. And that's fully blocked, and Calvin takes Dom. And we're currently sitting at 3-2. So yeah, as I said, so Calvin has kept Sell Me Knelt, stood Stannis and Littlefinger.
Must be the final turn.
So an interesting little play there.
Not that I'm playing anything that's relevant to doing that.
Dave just checking the used plots, which is potentially a little bit of a giveaway. He's thinking about playing Pulling the Strings.
Yeah, location stand.
Dave can understand his locations, which Calvin's a good sport and pointed out.
How many cards you got?
7, I think. Exactly. Yeah.
Just double checking reserve. So we're on to the third plot phase.
No, I'm trying to give it away.
Well, I don't think Pulling the Strings works with Nibble, because it's when revealed, isn't it? So we have a summons into Pulling the Strings.
I'll go second.
Cool.
And
I'm first player, so that will do nothing. So
actually, you're right. Yeah.
Yes,
sorry.
yeah. As Calvin has correctly pointed out, that does nothing because it's only when the real ability. So obviously, if he waited another turn, he could have done summons off of it. My favourite ever one with Pulling the Strings is copying Calling the Banner and getting something stupid like 16 gold with the Arbor, very wide board.
Yeah.
So Calvin takes Stannis with support with summons. Lovely old tart summons there from the summer Battle of the Trident events. Summer, winter, spring, autumn, wherever they were.
Now, I was hoping to game without making a stupid mistake.
Dave just saying he was hoping to be on camera without making a stupid mistake, and it's easy enough done. I know certainly a lot of people sometimes get mixed up with what Pulling the Strings does exactly, when the reveals or ongoing effects. So Calvin is going first. So he's got 6 gold plus Fealty. Still not seen Mel by the looks of it. So what is Calvin thinking here? So Calvin just taking his time. We have a Dragonstone Port.
Neil.
Nelt.
Maester Crescent.
To bring up Maester Crescent.
Neil him.
Now him to move the bodyguard. Is Calvin playing Bara? And still no sign of Mel. And there's the 5 followers, which obviously work brilliantly with Stannis because they get to stand in the dominance phase.
I'll keep on.
Look like Crescent.
So Crescent getting rid of that bodyguard. That might just be the Calvin's preempting a potential Valor turn.
So you get 8 gold.
Yeah, got it all ready. It's like Blue Peter.
What I made earlier.
Oh, yeah, 7.
And Dave there getting his 8 gold, plus the 2 reducing locations. You can pretty much play anything out he wants this turn.
Yep.
And we have a Kingsrow played out. So versus Roose Bolton. That with Rennie's Pavilion could be a very interesting card. Aria's played out, getting her dupe to give her her military icon. So obviously, those who don't know Roose Bolton, when you win a challenge with him, sacrifice him to kill a character of lower strength, basically, or equals to lower strength. Can't 100% on top of my head. And another bodyguard is played on Fast Baby.
Cool. And that's it. No.
So Calvin plays Feeding Flames, able to do so because there is a R'hllor character on the table. Doesn't get the Neil obviously because there's no Mel.
No way. Should duped him.
And a copy of Roose Bolton is taken for claim. Sorry, taken for the Scene in Flames. Always risky. Yeah, so it's actually equal to his strength, and it's up to that many characters, or it can be one character. So obviously, it could be a good way of doing a military, and as a reaction, killing Selmy.
Because that's the sort of thing I do. But I play against Gary plays with Baratheon, so I kind of know all the cards.
So Calvin just reminding himself slightly of what the card does. Always worth checking. If you're not sure, just always ask your opponent. They should have no problem with you picking up the card and just having a quick read. And it's definitely worth doing just to get yourself up to scratch. You don't want any nasty surprises, especially when the information's right there in front of you. So obviously, Roose could do an intrigue and probably would get that through. Interesting that Dave decided not to use Bran to stop the Scene in Flames, now I think about it. He's got plenty of stuff that could be killed, and you don't really have to worry about Bara playing March to the Wall.
No challenges, huge big chicken.
So getting down to sort of 2 or 3 characters isn't a massive issue.
Much easier for him to work out.
Now Calvin passes challenges, which is probably down more to Stannis there, because obviously Stannis stops you from, you don't want to nail it too much and have to defend. It's actually one of the reasons I went off that version of Stannis for a while, because I like to be quite aggressive, get Bob going. So we have an intrigue coming in from Roose. Now this could be fully defended. No, not quite. So yes, so if Calvin defends this with both the 5 followers and Littlefinger, it would stop Rennie's Pavilion from being able to potentially kill Selmy. I think really you want that crown of roses on Roose. So Calvin is going to oppose it.
Action.
Oh, so that's just so he's going to reduce the strength of Crescent by 1.
Although, actually, let me think about that. Because if I buff him, he'll be fine. Reduce someone else's strength.
So He's going to choose to kill. So assume he's going to choose to kill Crescent.
Maths. I don't like Baratheon because it's all maths.
Tyrell's the biggest maths.
It's true, although that's quite mathsy.
It is indeed.
So I think we 4. One of these up. I will reduce Crescent to 2.
Yep. And he's going up.
And I will
So
buff,
Arya has been buffed, which probably means Crescent and either Moonboy or the 5 followers are about to get killed by Roose.
So you've opposed it. I'll use this reaction.
Yep.
Sacrifice. We'll kill Crescent. And
I personally think he's going Moonboy here. Oh, I don't know actually. Yeah, maybe the 5 followers would have been a better choice just because of the being able to stand. I know that's quite a tough one actually. But either way, they've forgotten an intrigue claim, but never mind. The amount of times that happens when you're there, you've got this new ability to try out. You're like, yes, I get to pull off the ability. You just forget actually you need to stand. You need to actually do the claim as well. Anyway, we now have a power challenge coming in with Arya stealthing past Littlefinger, and Fast Eddie's in there as well. So this could be a lot of power gained, potential 4 power gain here for Dave. That's going to go unopposed. That is brave.
Okay, so claim, unopposed first, then claim,
and that puts Dave up to 6 power.
Yep. Dominance yours, I think?
No more chance.
I'm not doing military, no thanks. No thanks, not with the Barrister.
So Calvin takes Dom, putting him up to 3 power, to Dave's 6 power. So Dave has definitely seemed to have taken a bit of a lead at this point. I still think killing this Sebastian was probably the right play there. I won't say, he's probably worried about Crescent taking off the bodyguard if he is thinking about playing Bara. If he was going to play Bara, I think this probably is the turn to play Bara because now Selmy is standing. I think that's Sel. Does mean you lose Bran, but nope. So we have Filthy Accusations into, I believe that was Song of Summer before the light got in the way. I do apologise about that. Yes, it is. I can see the tree on the left-hand side. So all of today's characters are +1 strength this turn. And Filthy Accusation is going to kneel 1. It's going to kneel Ari. It's interesting. Probably wants to stop the stealth more than anything else. And Dave has been made to go first by Calvin by the looks of it. So the horrendous 8 gold plus the 2 reducing locations. What has Dave got installed this turn? We have Harrenhal put into play. That's probably not what Calvin wanted to see, and Calvin's now probably regretting going second. So Harrenhal, for those who don't know, the Stark version is when a character comes into play, kneel and sacrifice Harrenhal to kill that character. Pretty harsh. It is 4 gold, so it does cost you a fair chunk, but in this build, that's a lot easier. So we have Marge brought into play with the 2 Rose Gardens being knelt, and 3 gold is saved. So Calvin's now got 6 gold. What's he going to spend it on? You're going to assume that Dave just drew that Harrenhal, because otherwise I would have taken the Harrenhal out with the Scene of Flames that Dave played last turn. Ooh, so we have a loyal character being brought into play. The Red Keep. Ooh. So obviously it's going to help Calvin with power challenges and bringing in lots of strength. Sorry, lots of card draw. So +2 strength while there's a character in a power challenge. And we have Sir Davos. A good call when Harrenhal's in play, because if you kill him, he just comes back to your hand. which Dave is just confirming. So yes, that was a very good card to play out this turn.
Unless it's swung him out of the game for a turn.
So Cowan getting around Harrenhal a little bit.
He's got stealth as well.
I guess the other one is you trying to keep Sebaristan knelt. So if you want to play Mel, you just down Sebaristan, stop Harrenhal from killing her. But you do need Sebaristan knelt for that to work. So Calvin sits on 1 gold. Onto his lovely Cross Keys house card there, because Calvin is part of the Cross Keys meta in London, which if you do live around London you don't know about, is on a Monday in the Cross Keys pub, I believe. Don't know what part of London it is. To me, London's one big area. The only thing I do know where it is Twickenham, so can't help you much there, but they do have a Facebook page if you are interested. Even if you're just popping by London one Monday and you got your decks on, you pop down, they're always willing to take in some new guests. So you have the House Floral Knight coming in here for an intrigue challenge, which is going to be opposed. Ooh. So did not see what was pulled there, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to put him in as a duplicate actually.
Can you do that?
Yes. Same time.
Oh, right, so it's the other Sir Davos, so it's just a rules query about whether you can have both in your deck, which you can. So yes, so it was the other Sir Davos, which obviously if he had come into play with Harrenhal, would be dead.
All these ones that have 2 copies, they both seem to be good. You notice that? Like,
so some are good in one deck or another deck.
But with Bara now, he's so good.
So there's one of the current questions is how many Sir Davos is the right Sir Davos? Which one is the right Sir Davos as well? I do love core Sir Davos because you don't care about Wildfire, you don't care about Tabala with him. He keeps coming back to your hand, and you can just keep playing him out. And even if he's just there literally to get killed and come back to your hand, it just gives you a character to play out each turn. And stealth's pretty useful. So we have Fast Eddie coming in on, I believe, a power challenge, which is currently strength 7 because of Song of Summer. So, but could be a lot more with the Crown of Roses.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. So that's 7 at the moment.
8, 9, 10.
So potentially looking at sort of 13 to 15 strength if Dave really wanted to. You almost kind of have to oppose this and let it go through. This is potentially out. If I was the Paris player, I'd probably kneel Sebaristan, getting him ready. Dave's board is also very knelt. You would kneel Sebaristan, you kind of want him knelt. And the 5 follower is going to stand anyway. Oh, Calvin's really going for this. So
15.
Calvin defends for 17.
I
think that's enough. Let's just check. 6, 9, 10, 11. Effectively, that's 2.
12
as well.
plus minus 1. So that would be 16 to 13.
Well, that's 2 effectively. It's plus 1.
Yeah.
It's 2, 4, 7. Plus 7 is 14. You bit for more.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Calvin wins. That's interesting. I might let that go because you're only going to get 1 power from.
I can't be military, and I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I might be better doing being aggressive back. So a military.
Yeah. Whoever.
Oh, maybe Calvin wanted the card draw. Maybe that's why he defended. Now I think about it. Because obviously the red keep loses. If you lose a power challenge with the red keep out, you don't get the card draw. The red keep in the turn. So an unopposed military. And that's the claims. This actually does beg a hard question here for Dave. So
No
Dave
money,
just
one money. One money.
to the House Flora Knight taking his claim. That's interesting. That intrigue's been doing a lot of work. I might have kept him.
Cool. That's me.
My turn?
No, they stand.
Yeah.
So it's 3, 2, 3.
Take your red keep first as well.
That near there. 1, 2.
So Calvin thought he'd it was a turned on, but he realised he'd Dave had a lot of money. So what's Calvin going to stand this turn? Dave has stood Fast Eddie and Davis stood Fast Eddie and Ari. Calvin's going to stand to Davos and Stannis by the looks of it. So now I think this is where, if Calvin has seen Mel, this is where the turn I think you
Not at all.
this is the turn I think you play her to save him with Sebaristan to bring her into play.
Yeah, that's me. And I have 5 in hand.
Not actually for me at the moment. Let's go. I'll bet Stanley's up there.
So on to the fourth plot phase, fourth plot phase, and currently it is 7-5 in Dave the Tyrell player's favour. We have the next plots, and we have confiscation into close call. Cowan deciding who goes first. He's picked Dave to go first.
You can go first.
He's taken the bodyguard off Fast Eddie.
Two you've nicked off in I will bring. Well, it doesn't matter. Both.
So.
Unique, but I want the card.
So Dave gets the card draw for bringing the character back to life. Didn't really care which one. He just wanted the card draw. Not always the most efficient use for that play, but sometimes is one of the best. A good use. Bara's not renowned for killing lots of characters. It's more of a power gain and control faction.
So
another 8 gold there for Dave. Another dupe for Arya.
Sorry, that costs 9.
We have Syrio brought into place, so lots of stealth now for Calvin to have to deal with. Butter bumps as brought out.
They could have fooled around.
So Dave has 1 card in hand,
1 card.
and Calvin has
4, 5, 6, 7.
7 gold.
It's the only way I can keep up with the other.
Well, yeah, but you got a lot more cards.
So kneeling the Jones profile to bring out a Lancer.
My Vanguard Lancer. Okay. Triggers reaction.
What's it do?
Just after.
So he's going to discard a power
Well, you choose it, do you?
as it comes in play for its reaction. The Iron Throne is played out. Are we going to see the full IKEA package here? The throne and table.
That's alright. That's alright. It's only Friday anyway, so.
A Shadow Priestess.
Shadow Priestess.
Gonna nil Ari.
Good reaction.
Not as good as when Mel's not around, but it's still a pretty good card. And 1 gold is kept.
Thinking about killing her. Okay. It's not a great move, but could get me some more cards. No. Cool. Keep 1, what about you, Calvin?
So on to Dave's challenges. So you assume he's going to probably give stealth to Eddard, and then put him in to a challenge, stealthing probably Littlefinger. Because if Calvin chooses to defend with the Lancer, oh no, you can't reduce strength, no, still be carried to the challenge. Reducing strength 0 wouldn't do anything now. Because he'd still be defended for 2, so it wouldn't be unopposed. Never mind. Good trailer pull. I thought obviously Renly's Pavilion could reduce a Lancer strength to 0, but there's still a character in the challenge, so you still get 2 because of the red keep. Probably should do an intrigue of butter bumps though. Maybe use the Renly's Pavilion on that. Dave would have to defend with a lot to guarantee stopping the intrigue from going through.
So one big margin as well, but save her for ability. Yeah, just come in.
So Syria has given Fast Eddie stealth.
Yep. Just come in on his own, I think. It's a small sensible move here. So stealth.
Bit of stealth Stannis.
Stealth Stannis. Power. It's power charge. Oh, no, I can't do militaries against you, can I? The most annoying.
Having a think now, so thinking about potentially doing a military. Personally, I think at this point that's not really worth it because all you're going to kill is either a Shadow Priestess or the Lancer. Yeah, but power is obviously how you're going to win the game.
Yes, as I said.
Now we've got a power challenge coming in, currently of 6.
Power challenge.
But potentially could be.
So he's on 6.
So potentially could be 13.
12.
Currently at 6, but potentially can get to 13. Makes defending an absolute nightmare. Calvin, he's got to defend with the Lancer. I'd have thought just let him get it, just let him win because you can't stop him, and then just get the power on the return because the only power icon left standing is Marge, and you kind of don't mind if she nils. You also don't really care the Lancer doesn't stand back up, so it was me. I would defend with the Lancer. You can do an intrigue back, potentially the 5 followers, or maybe the military the 5 followers to get something else to nil. Then take Stannis in for a power challenge. Oh, we're gonna have a Scene in Flames played first to see what that last card is. Oh, is Dave gonna use Bran this time?
The thing is, I don't actually think I have any use for this card. It's about money now.
So Dave.
Okay.
So it's nightmares. Now that Dave said he has no use for the card. I think that was a mistake here. because you could have nightmares the red keep and potentially here got an unopposed. So yeah, now Calvin has defended with the Lancer. You could have reduced Lance strength to 0, played nightmares on the red keep, and got an unopposed challenge and stopped the draw. And that could have been a bit of a swing. But it probably seems like a bit of a maybe a bit too much of a strong play for this stage. But we think Calvin's only on 4 power. Dave's currently on 8 power. Could be up to 9. Just edges out ever so slightly closer. With the current board state Dave's got, I think that would have been worth it.
It might be worth it.
But yeah. Of course, because unfortunately you can't Nightmare Stannis. Well, you can, but it doesn't stop his ability because there's no action window before the free stand in standing phase. So we have an intrigue coming in from Butterbumps. Which is opposed for 3. Renly's Pavilion is going to reduce her strength and increase the strength of Marge. And this claim gets through, and we have and ours is the Fury. Draw off insight with Butterbumps.
Okay, after you then, I won't do military.
So Lisfing comes in for a power challenge.
Power.
For 4?
For 6.
6 indeed.
So I think Calvin is just looking to try and nail as much of the opposing board as possible.
There's no money left.
I'd probably even do the military next if I was honest, just to get even if it's just the 5 followers. Going unopposed. Oh, Dave, not letting that not letting himself get 2-0 out. So putting Dave down to 7 power. It's 6 power on Calvin's side. I still think that throwaway military with the 5 followers would be worth it at this point. Calvin's going to leave it there. Interesting.
I'll leave it there.
So.
My dog. Your dog.
Calvin getting stuff out of the way that's not standing.
Hang on, I managed to split the whole world up. Didn't do it.
Dave's now. Dave's now.
Yeah, I'm doing him.
So Dave just using stand Fast Eddie and Ari. And Calvin stood Sir Davos and the Little Finger.
Is that it? Is it last round? I don't think we're playing that slowly. You know me, though. You're always last. Sorry?
And the 5-minute warning's just been announced. We have filthy accusations into trading with the Pantoshi.
Your choice.
I'll let you go first.
Calvin getting Ari to 0 again. Reed does not like that stealth.
Yep.
Calvin remembering his free gold because of trading.
Yep. You go first, yeah? So I'm on 13. Oh, I haven't drawn my 2 yet.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Not much reason to not play things. So reduce by 2.
So we
2, 3,
have
5.
King Renly put into play.
Renly.
He's going to sit on 8 gold.
Great.
Gotta wonder if it was worth playing trading the Potoshi. Sit on 8 gold.
Cool, so that's number 7.
It looks like I was personally victorized ahead at every turn, but it's because the only other cards I have would only affect me when I put
How did you get on, Gary? Sorry? How did you get on? I think alright, it's a good start. Okay. Who are you playing this time?
So,
What's that do? Well, I've got more.
oh, so disputed claim has been put on to Stannis. That's an interesting include. So disputed claim. For those of you who don't know, I'm just double checking here. There came in the Lines of Custody Rock box. Can be put on a bastard, lord, or lady. While you have more power on your house card, each of your than your opponents. Attached character gets +2 strength and renowned. We had a King's Road played out, and Consolidation of Power has been played out to nil. Brown's going to be sacrificed to stop that from working. Calvin's got 1 card in hand, so he too looks like he's going to sit on a lot of gold.
Last card. You're saving that, are you? I think so. So you're going to win dominance.
So Calvin's going to sit on 9 gold.
Right. That's at the end of the phase? Wait, the time phase
So Fast Eddie's been given stealth. Him and King Renly are coming in for a power challenge, stealthing past Stannis.
Power.
It's currently for 12, obviously with lots of potential. So Hose is for 6.
Okay.
So 1 power taken for claim.
Claim.
Renowned, and Fast Eddie's renowned.
Renowned. Insight.
His reaction.
Yeah, I'm done insight. So after I do it,
okay, and just remembering the reaction. Calvin very kindly reminding Dave that you have to react to the renowned on Fast Eddie's, put their power onto Renly. So Dave's now on to 11 power. I think that's about all he can do, because if he does a military, all he can do is stand, Sebastian sell me.
Quite just intrigued. I'll lose dominance, whatever I do. He's used his ability, I believe.
So an intrigue coming in from Marge. And another Bob.
It was Bob again.
Is discarded, so I think Calvin forgot that he could save. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm right in saying that he could save with Sir Barristan, even though Harrenhal's on the other side. I think I'd put Bob out because that probably could have closed this game. So Calvin's currently at 6 power against Dave's 11.
Yeah, that's what I say. That's why he didn't play ball, I guess.
So power challenge coming in from Sir Davos, getting one unopposed and a claim. Military coming in from Stannis, getting around. So guys, just jump below. I am right in saying that Sir Barristan could have been used to save there from Harrenhal. So 1 power there coming in from 1 power coming in for dominance for Calvin, which puts him at 10-all, which means we're going to have to go down to tiebreakers. So who's got the most cards left in their deck?
Cards in their deck? Left? I said, do it.
I was going to cut it out in 10.
Okay.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, are we counting 10? Yeah. You want a natural draw? This is for the buy, guys.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
So
6,
the
7.
buy comes
The
down.
buy goes to cards and deck.
Come on, David.
Sorry, I think I counted that wrong. 1, 2,
So there is actually a pile of 10 which Calvin's got off table at the moment.
Take that insight there.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Butter bumps.
Pass them over, Dave. Just double check.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So with 38 cards left in his deck, Calvin takes it. So guys, thanks very much for coming by. You can see the final, hopefully tomorrow, which will be between Calvin and Ryan Wood. As always, thanks for watching.